Hello, couch cruisers. Hopefully, this is not too loud for you. I have a new setup. This is C with C. Thanks for coming and couch cruising with me. We are chatting all things Icon of the Seas. I know many of you are home like I am, so I figured, let's build a community throughout this week as some of our favorites are on the ship. Tonight we'll have a few folks. We have a couple people who might be dropping in from the ship. Of course, we're going to talk about all the content that we've seen, and we have some fun going on. I want you all to be able to nominate some folks that you all think might win a couple of categories. So yeah, we're assuming good vibe. It's not gonna hold you long, but hello, 15 people, welcome in. And you are live from my couch here in Washington, D.C. We'll have a better setup. I might go back to my original setup tomorrow, but I figure, couch cruise, let's kick it off on the couch. Hopefully it's not too much for echo. So let's get into the comments first and see who's all here. Let's see, we have Drina Maddox was the first one in here. Hi, Drina, welcome in. We have Kristen H saying, hello, welcome in, cruise mates and sweet mates. Hit the like button on the way in. Let's get into it. Yes, let's get into this couch cruise. Hi, 27 people. Welcome to the couch cruise for Icon of the Seas. I know you are home just like me. We'll also get into why I'm home because God bless y'all. So many of y'all really were like, see, where are you? Are you okay? We really wish you were on the ship. So I'll tell you all about why exactly I'm home. It's okay, y'all. Life has been good to me. So I want to touch base on that too. Let's see who else is here. So Kristen is saying, Kristen, hi, Kristen. Welcome in. Thanks for being a member. Kristen is a member of our C-Suite member channel members. She's saying, hey, everyone, hit that like button and let's get into it. That was me talking to folks. Who else we got in here? Hi, Desiree. Welcome in. Thank you for being a channel member. Miss Deb is here. Hi, Deb6562. She's saying it's icon time. Yes. Have y'all been watching as much content as I've been watching? Like, let me know, because I've been watching the last 2 weeks, mostly been really getting deep into this icon content. So let's talk about what we've seen so far. And hopefully by the end of the week, while we're sailing on our couches, we'll decide, we'll hear if some of y'all are getting on this ship or not this year, next year. We'll see. Who knows? Who else we got here? Folks are speaking. Hi, Sharice Lovey. Welcome in. I love that. What is that called? A profile pic, girl. Welcome in. Shavro is saying, good evening. See in chat. Yes. Hey, Shavro. Welcome in. Miss Go Vic Go is saying, ahoy, yes, I'm your cruise captain, your couch cruise captain C here, reporting for duty. Hopefully it leads you all through this 7 days of couch cruising while we all watch the Icon of the Seas. And I will say, I don't know if some of y'all watch TikTok, but I have been inspired because I like to give credit where credit is due. I was inspired by the CT director, ND. She's been covering the World Cruise. And I was just sitting and I was like, okay, what can I do with the Icon without being on the Icon? I was watching her and I was like, I think we can couch cruise. So I want to make sure I give credit where credit is due. Shout out to CT Director Indy is her name on TikTok. Make sure y'all go follow her too. So yeah, we'll be here nightly on the couch every night, 8 p.m. talking about what we saw Icon related for the day. Lisa Jameson is here. Janelle is here. Hi, 44 people. Cruising Caper saying hi, C. Margaret Logan. We're going to do a quick round of highs because I don't want to lose people before we get into this content. Margaret Logan saying happy Saturday. Jaretha Parker, member in the house, member of the C-Suite. Jaretha saying hello. And in my cruising era, Melina says, I thought you were on board. Well, let's talk about that, Melina. So yeah, so I will tell y'all, I actually was on the website the night that Icon dropped. I don't know if I should hold this or is this distracting me holding this or y'all want me to put it on? I don't know. But I actually was on the Royal Caribbean website the night Icon dropped. I saw the original price. It wasn't sitting right with me for a number of reasons. So one reason is my job paid about $5,500 for me to go to a leadership training. And it was a detail outside of my office. So when I got back from my detail, which was late summer, their expectation is if we invest in you, they want me to come back and start being productive. So one, I didn't feel comfortable with like being out for a week, knowing that that was the expectation. And then two, being a solo cruiser, Icon was a pretty hefty hit. I actually, a lot of you know, like I'm completely solo, so I frequently like don't do the whole like roommate thing. I have been blessed now to meet some people who I would be like, okay, I will room with them, and people have even been like, hey, see, like next time, just let me know. So I am thankful for that. But at the time, between my job, between my car conked out after I did those 3 back-to-back cruises in December, I was just like, you know what? It's not in the stars for me. However, I know this is not my last opportunity to get on an inaugural. My channel is also pretty young. Like I've only been in these YouTube streets for maybe, today I was actually looking at one of my older videos. I've only been like out for like maybe a year and a half. So for me, that felt like a huge investment for, I want to make sure that I am actually making some money and not losing money on my channel. So how do people welcome in? So yeah, it's okay. I appreciate, but so many, God bless y'all. So many of y'all reaching out were like, I can't believe you're not on the ship. Hoping I was on the ship. So that meant a lot to me. And no worries, y'all. We're going to be on a ship soon. We are going to do, maybe an inaugural might happen this year. I definitely have committed 2025 to doing at least one inaugural in 2025, but I don't know. I'm filling out the channel thing. Let me tell y'all, I'm a smart woman, doctorate in education. I get strategy, etc. And it just was not in the stars at the moment, but I am so excited. A lot of y'all were like, are you there? So I just want to get the elephant in the room. I know I done bored somebody, 49 people. Hi. Wanted to say why I wasn't on, but I was inspired because I did a poll and I was like, there's so many people who are at home watching this ship set sail. Let me make sure I take my phone off of the Wi-Fi so it don't be eating up on my Wi-Fi and my friends will be texting. So I wanted to make sure I just, address that because I know people are DMing me. I felt the love, y'all. I really felt the love and I love that. Thank you. I'm glad you all feel that way. But who's going to stay home and take care of the couch cruiser? So here I am reporting for duty. All right, back into these chats. And then we're going to get into what we've seen about the icons so far. So Marilyn Tibbs is saying, hey, Iris is reporting from the DMV. Hey, Iris from the DMV. Go Big Go says Jazz did it the best for so far walking around the big orange mic. Okay, so thank you, Miss Vicky. So we have 3. I want you all in the chat. What we're going to do is each night. So we're going to be here every night, 8 p.m. Wednesday, I think I have a gala. I know I have a gala, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to rush back and get home in time for that. So I think for Wednesday, the 31st, we're gonna go live in the middle of the day for lunchtime. But every night, we're gonna be here on the couch, or I might switch locations. I really don't like the couch. This lighting is kind of yuck. Makes the bags under my eye look crazy. But anyway, every night we'll be here chatting. So let's get into this, Miss Vicky. Let's talk about what our categories are, okay? So we've all seen a comment for content for the last 2 weeks, right? Because there's been a preview selling for the icon. Now today, a lot of our favorites have gotten on the inaugural. So I want you all, and I'll say these throughout the evening. So our first category for nominations, are y'all ready? Drum roll, please, okay? So what you're gonna do is in the chat, I want you to put some nominations. I want to take notes. And then what we'll do is I'm going to like release a poll so that people can vote and we'll announce the winners for the next day. Okay. Okay. All right. So that keeps everybody engaged. So our first category is going to be, I want to know, what are your nominations for the best, what did I say? The best pre-cruise channel content. So we know a lot of folks were on these preview sailings. I know I personally watched MH. I watched Jay the Nomad. There's several people who were content creators. Damien and Quanda. Actually, I need to check in. I'm sorry. Let me see. Hold on. Wait. Okay, hold on, because we got a special guest. I almost forgot my special guest. We do have some special guests from the ship. Hold on. Let me. Oh. Oh, okay. Sorry, my special guests are saying they're on the ship and the cell phone's at 6%. So actually, I might just drop it. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this thing here where I share with some people. Let's see. Settings. I feel like that's not it. Guests. Here we go. No, that's not it either. They're my special. Oh, here we go. Invite. Yes, there we go. There we go. All right, I'm dropping the link in there. Special guests. I know y'all say your phones are dying. If anybody in here wants to hop on that I know, I'll let you up. That's the link. So yeah. So yeah. Our first category for nominations. I have some special guests who might be chiming in from the ship, but their cell phones ought to die. When I tell you, everybody has been on like content creation mode 1000, so I totally get if a phone's about to die. So yeah, while I run my mouth for a little bit, drop your nominations in the chat for best pre-cruise channel content. So that could be anything that was prior to Embarkation Day, because Embarkation Day is gonna be a whole different category. All right, let's get back into this. So Parker's gonna go and saying, "Hey fam, can't wait to see what happened aboard today." Oh yes. So Parker's, while they are here, released a if I must say iconic pre-cruise video. So they that thing had me like, wow. Captain C, don't hit the thumbs but don't forget to hit the thumbs up button while y'all are on your way in. The content has been contenting. Let me tell you, and that's it, like that's how you should do inaugural. Like if you are interested in being a content creator and you're like you're gonna invest all these dollars into getting on these inaugural cruises, you got to come out swinging. You got to come out swinging. And I will say the folks I follow have been swinging. So also, if you all have any channels that you've been following, drop those links in the chat too. Taryn is saying, Ken is saying, "Hey, pretty." Thank you, Ken. Taryn is saying, "Hey, C, hi." Phil and D, they said they've been watching all the content too. Yeah, so that's why I was like, let's create a space where we all come and talk about the content. So, okay, pre-cruise, everybody was dropping little hits and tidbits pre-cruise, right? So, some of it was news related. Now, we're going to wish all of our friends on the ship a very safe travels. I haven't seen anybody join us yet. If anybody wants to jump in, I think I added that link there, but I'm just looking to make sure nobody has joined the back end. But yeah, I was watching pre-cruise content. I actually got to meet Midships, which is his name. Can't remember his name, but I met him on the Valor. So he did an interesting article or news post about the number of lifeboats on Icon. And I was like, we don't want our friends to have to use our lifeboats at all. But he basically said there's only 17 lifeboats, I think, or something like that on this ship. And they have a process for onboarding for employees that are basically you jump down a chute into a floating mat. I found that like insane. So yeah, those are the kind of things that I like enjoy getting news wise. Kristen Terrence saying hello. Jaretha saying I was even watching the Miami Port Cam. What did you see? Because I know Travel Spree. I heard Travel Spree was you could see them. I think they have like an aft balcony or something. You could see Travel Spree in one of the port cams. And talking about iconic, Travel Spree had about 800 people at one point into their lives. So it's going to be fun to watch how they leave, how their growth of their channel when they come off this ship. I love Cruising Royal. Okay, this is the Cruising Royal expert in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Minna saying hello. She says, "Hey, everybody, I'm driving and listening." And don't forget to drop those nominations for category of best pre-cruise channel content in the chat. Kristen saying hello. Everybody speaking. Sharice says, "I guess I'm not a passenger in your couch cruise." No, Sharice, it's just I'm behind a lot of times in these comments. So I think I just got to 8:05. If that helps you with time stamping. So it just takes me a little while to get through everything. But thank you for joining us, Sharice. I hope you don't feel like left out, boo. It just takes a little while to get through all the good comments. That's all. Miss Deb says, "I've been watching but missed some and catching replays." Yes, everybody's been dropping something. Folks are speaking. Miss Deb said, "I thought you were there too." Yeah, no, I decided my next cruise won't be, and because of the situation I was telling y'all about with like work stuff and my car, knowing my car was about to conk out and I needed to save that money to like put a nice down payment on my new ride. I just was like, but, and I also know like I travel at high volume. So y'all see me cruise. I also do a lot of other travel. So I didn't want this one cruise to mess up some of the other stuff that I have like want to do for the rest of the year. Then like, I'm an 84 baby. That means the girl is turning 40 this year. And when I say all my friends want to go somewhere fabulous, they want to go somewhere fabulous. So I couldn't do it with this one, y'all. Could not do this for this one, but I get to hang out with y'all. So cool. All right, who else we got? G is saying, hey, cuz, all live here watching. So much fun. Oh, cool. Yes, yes, yes. I hope everybody's having fun. I love Cruising Royal said that price said no to me. Yeah, and it was wild. Even then, but the price, I can't remember that night because I was up at 12 o'clock. Regina Davis, who's on the ship, she has a new channel called the Savvy Travel Hub. If y'all can follow her, she's on the ship. And actually, I was texting her at 12 o'clock midnight, and it just like sometimes like I'll hear an idea and I'm like, yep, I'm all on it. Like when Parker set me up for Ascent, I was like, booked. I was in Amsterdam when I booked Ascent, and I went on that or not, or that preview sailing. Like I didn't think twice about it. Icon, I was just trying to figure out how it fit in the vision. So yeah, it wasn't. I'm like, it wasn't in the stars, but like I feel like some people are going to come off that ship doing some amazing things with their channels. So yeah. It's beyond G said, I'm claiming inaugural for you. Thank you, boo. Especially inaugural was paid. I've done a celebration inaugural. I also need to learn how to do inaugural. So if you are a new content creator, I will also suggest that to you too. Before you jump into inaugurals, study people doing inaugurals. And I say that because when I did inaugural and celebration as a channel, I didn't know what the hell to do, honestly. Like I was chilling, drinking, like hanging out, and then people were going live and dropping videos. So like I need to watch it, like watch the process of like how do you take on inaugural, strategize before feeling like, okay, I'm okay with paying $4,000. Now I'm also kind of like, the girls are getting on these ships for free. So, while I might not have been traveling, your sister's been over here booking people on trips. So I'm like, hey, that might also make me one step closer to my goal too. Because I know like I wouldn't be able to be, I've been researching a trip for Jamaica. I booked somebody on Carnival Celebration on Friday. I wouldn't have been able to been doing that if I was on that ship. So, the Lord has you where you need to be. Amen. Amen. Somebody says toilets is a great idea. Thank you. Isn't it? So yeah. So all right, let's get it. We're still okay. It's all good. Looking forward to your insight on Icon. Yeah, and so far it honestly I thought because I've done so far Oasis of the Seas, so I've done the larger ships. Or at least a large ship. And I honestly thought, and I was actually worried because I don't know if y'all realized or paid attention. There was one point when like the inaugural Icon was in the shipyard. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's not looking like how it was looking in the pictures. Y'all remember that moment when like Icon was in the shipyard and I was just like, this is looking like, And then for me, it was when I started seeing like this ship is something different. Was literally I was driving at like 7 o'clock in the morning, 6:50, Addie and Terry, and I swear I don't get nobody's notifications. Addie and Terry's notification went off, and it was like Icon of the Seas is sailing into the port of Miami. So I was like, okay, since I'm up, I'll just tap into this. And for sure, I was like, oh yeah, she looks different. She doesn't look like the regular Oasis class ships. It looks like she has something else to offer. So I was like, yeah, this ship is kind of dope for real. So I'm glad Royal put a different spin on it and didn't just say we're going to make a bigger Oasis class ship. So kudos to Royal for that. And we want to talk about that Royal rolling into Miami Cruise Port. Royal was showing their Royal behinds that day because I said they had the subwoofers. They were playing Trick Daddy and Trina, and I was like, not my Royal Caribbean playing Trick Daddy and Trina. So anyway, so I feel like they're showing out a little bit with Icon. They had the staff members using all the things, people in the flow riders. They had people in pink, well thought out. Kudos to Royal for that branding. It was kind of like the cherry on top where they were like, okay, y'all doubted the situation and here she is. All right, let's get into the comments. Iris is saying, shout out to his educators. Yes, I'm a special educator by training, speech pathologist. I moved over to admin side, but I'm very much deep into education. So, the girl knows how to strategize. And I figured out I had to do something different for this one for me. Who else we got? Folks saying, hey, girl, it's okay about being tardy. I was like 3 minutes late because I was eating my last bit of mini burgers. Anyway, and here's the benefit of the couch cruise. It comes with a drink package. In my cruising era, Melina says, I think it's a great idea to go live each night. I'll tune in on my sofa too. Cool. And if hopefully y'all don't mind my sofa. Is it making like a weird sound? Like, let me know. Give me feedback. If y'all know me, text me about like, is it an echo? Because I am in my downstairs area. It's a little different than where I usually set up. I can try to set up somewhere different just to, make some ambiance. But thank you 51 people for, because it's low budget over here, baby. But thank you 51 people for tapping in and staying tapped in. I'm just double checking on. I might not have my guests. Let me just check, make sure they. I know everybody's battery's dying. Hold on, let me just check on the guests. Okay. And now I'm gonna just drop the link in the chat again if anybody wants to come up and talk about Icon. As long as I know your names, y'all can come up. There's been a lot of trolls in these internet streets about this cruise, and I've been blocking for friends. So All right, let's see. People are saying happy for Saturday. Folks are saying great plan. Oh, Sydney Stevens says vote. Okay, yeah. So I just thought, how do we make this fun and engaging? And we're gonna do just different categories for like folks, little, cute little awards, superlatives, shout out to me. Now I saw how great that was. But I was like sitting here, but like, how do you make this interactive? So yeah, our categories for this evening are who had the best cruise content, I'll tell you more categories. Who had the best social media posts? So, we've been watching, I've been sharing a lot of folks posts. I know, who was it? Travel Spree had an amazing, like, cinema quality. Royal Caribbean might hire them. Drone. Oh my gosh, don't die. MacBook. Hold on, y'all. The MacBook trying to leave me. Oh, Jesus. When I say aborted almost a situation, the MacBook was about to die, girl. Anyway, back to Travel Spree. Travel Spree had an amazing movie quality drone flyover of the ship that came out. Again, Parker's on the Go had that epic boarding day skit that came out. Jen Danielle had a cute skit that came out that was hype. So, and those are just the people I follow. So feel free to nominate people who you don't know. I'm just kind of going by my folks. Hey, Rick saying it's Sunday in Australia. Hey, Rick, how have you been hearing about Icon? Are the Australians planning on getting on it, mate? And, sorry, that's a terrible Australian accent, but welcome in all the way from Australia. Welcome in from the future, Rick. So glad you were able to come here. Folks are saying, hey, okay, we got our first nomination. And I'm guessing that's for best pre-cruise content. It was Miss Yaddy. I'm writing it down. Okay, there will be a what is it called? A little survey at some point that you can click in on my social media. I'll probably release an IG poll and a YouTube poll for folks to vote. But yes, Miss Yaddy got on that ship. Happily Ever Yaddy. If y'all aren't following Yaddy. Oh, see, I told y'all it's a picture. I got a pen. If y'all aren't following Happy Ever Yaddy, follow. Yaddy went from about 2,100 subscribers to she was over 3K the other day from her Icon content. She took a bunch of small videos from different neighborhoods on the ship and released those. So those are out if you want to see each area of the ship. And her channel kind of like had amazing growth. So yes, that's an excellent nomination. We have another nomination for MH Family Adventures, Miss Raquel. Yes, Miss Raquel on MH Family Adventures. Basically, Honey was invited on a preview cruise. So Raquel is gold because Raquel did what many wanted to do. Raquel said, I'm not paying for this when I know y'all gonna get this free press and you can get me out here for free. So Raquel was also on the preview sale, and not for free, like she works and earned it. That channel has all kind of content every day, all day. So yeah, Raquel had her, I know she did boarding day. She did a few live streams, and now she's releasing some shorts. I think her boarding day video came out. So yes, we're also going to nominate MH Family Adventures for the, best pre-cruise content. So if anybody else has any, let me see. People are saying hi. We got two people, MH Family Adventures and Yachty for best pre-cruise content. We see it and we hear it. And I have wrote down those nominations. Phil and D says, Yaddy set the tone. All right, Phil and D, we got Yaddy down. All right, right now for best pre-cruise content, I got these two folks and they'll be on the survey. Let's keep seeing. The other categories are best social media posts and best boarding day live. Now, when I say the boarding day lives have been messing up the girls, here's why. Something's going on with the Wi-Fi on that ship. Tell me I'm lying. So I've seen everybody struggle with having, or I don't say everybody, because there have been people who say they've seen really crisp live streams, but I've even seen Royal Caribbean blogs have the Royal Caribbean blog, the channel. They were buffering a little bit on the preview sailings, and that wasn't even max capacity. So that was interesting to kind of witness. I don't know if it's the ship makeup or what, but the Wi-Fi has been getting the people. It's been giving the people blues, especially if you start moving. So I'm not sure. They're gonna have to add a couple more links to the Starlink, something. Carla G is laughing. My cruising family says, in case you're coming in and out and missed it, what are your nominations for the best? Thank you, my cruising family. That was the nomination right there. Best pre-cruise content. All right, we got another one. Damien and Quanda for best pre-cruise content. Yep, B&Q. Damien and Quanda, if you all don't know. And actually, I need everybody. It's 56 people in here right now. And actually, they were going to be my special guests, Damien and Quanda. They texted. They've been flying from Houston this morning. They flew in, but they were invited. Damien and Quanda are Royal Caribbean employees. I'm saying that because they've already shared that information. So hopefully I'm not like freaking exposing the details. But they were on the preview sailing, and they've been shadow banned by YouTube. So if y'all can just go ahead, YouTube, because they have such great growth, YouTube does not think that they are real people. I've met Damien and Quanda. Actually, I have a video dropping on Monday. If you are my channel member, you already have access to this video. But there's a video dropping Monday at midnight that kind of highlights how wonderful that couple is. But anywho, they've been kind of shadow banned by YouTube because they had really great growth because of their Icon Live videos. So in the meantime, if you all can just, tap into that content just to keep them getting the views, etc. And if you've been unsubscribed from their channel, they lost about 70 members because some glitch basically made YouTube think that they weren't a real channel and they were bots. Y'all just go tap into that. That'll be greatly appreciated. They're good people, Royal Caribbean employees. Drop some fire content showing hideaway and a ship tour, as well as some balcony tours, cabin tours. And they do it every time Royal drops a new ship. So just, show them some love. Much appreciated. Oh my God, I spoke them up. I'm sorry, I'm yelling. Sorry. Y'all made it.
Oh, we made it.
Were y'all running? So here's Damien and Quanda, y'all. I just talked them up. They are live from Icon Seas.
Hello.
Thank you so much for dropping in for the couch cruise.
No problem.
I'm not going to hold y'all. I know, huh?
Wagwan.
Yeah, Wagwan, Jamaica's in the building. You know I don't have a real accent. Don't make me do it, please. So cool. I know I only got y'all for a little bit, and the Wi-Fi is looking really good. This is the best I've seen the Wi-Fi.
Okay, we won't move then.
Don't move. I'm not gonna hold you long. How was boarding day?
It was probably about 5 minutes between getting to the door and getting checked in.
On that big old ship.
Yeah, the check-in was smooth. And then coming on board, the boarding day itself, meeting everybody, I need a nap. It's a lot.
It's a lot of socializing. And all the creators have personalities. So yeah, it's tough on you. It's a marathon. You got to be prepared for inaugurals. So wait, tell us more about that, because everybody anticipated Miami had a marathon today. The biggest ship in the world is now here. Did Royal change something with its processes, procedures, technology? No. Do you all have any tips on that?
No. So the Miami port is, of course, Royal Caribbean's first one, and it's always been quick check-in when you're sailing from Miami, because everything is already technologically advanced here in the Miami port. So you just come in, you show them your set sail pass, they scan it, they take your picture if needs be, and that's it.
Yeah, as long as you do your check-in prior through the app.
Yeah.
Smooth sailing.
And then I think in addition to that, which it didn't really affect us, Royal Caribbean is testing this random express pass option. Okay. So it is random. So you may be selected for it. And we were selected, but it didn't even matter to us because everything was already running smoothly through the regular line anyway. So
okay. So first to hear it here, Royal might have some new tech with an express pass, and y'all were the first to try it out. Awesome. Where are y'all? I mean, I know we can't move too much because the But where are y'all now?
We are on deck 4 right outside the Royal Theatre.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, y'all were going to a show?
The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Oh, now that's a little also pre-T. That was from y'all. The stage has been randomly opening up. Was that y'all or MH?
Probably MH.
Probably MH.
Oh,
Probably.
I'm sorry. Raquel, you got to come up, girl, and tell us about it. Look, I heard that stage open up and they had a little tech. No, y'all know something else. The glitch that happened with y'all was water dumped out of the Aquadome.
Oh, that was Aquadome. The Aquadome, yeah.
The emergency sprinkler system went off.
Right. For our show, though, for our Wizard of Oz, they kept stopping the show because it was still rehearsals going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we still haven't seen the full show.
Okay, this is exciting. Well, I thank y'all so much. And again, y'all, this is Damien Quan. I was just telling your story about how it looks like you all are shadow banned. You lost 70 subs. There's 70 people watching now. So if y'all can just tap into their channel, would just greatly appreciate it. And thank y'all always just for being so, one, your wonderful selves, and then two, just being so supportive. And I'm gonna send y'all something special just for popping in. So y'all got a Cash App, or because I know YouTube be eating people money. So y'all got Cash App. Okay, I'm gonna send y'all a little something. You know, see is home in the couch for a reason, but you know I can bless y'all for blessing me. So I thank y'all so much.
I was looking forward to seeing you here.
All right, I was hoping she was gonna pop up.
Hoping she was popping up.
One day. We got a few more cruises though. We got a few more cruises. You know what? And y'all got it. I heard Royal got another big ship that might be dropping. That is dropping, right?
Utopia.
Somebody might have a reservation for that. I'm just saying.
Oh, we'll talk.
Okay. Bye, y'all. Thanks so much.
All right, bye.
So you saw it here, y'all. Damien and Quanda Experience came in live from the ship. They had really good Wi-Fi. Oh, looks like I buffered a little bit. They had really good Wi-Fi right where they were. So that was deck 4 by the Royal Theater. I didn't want them to move because I've been seeing people buffer the other day. So I just wanted to get y'all that glimpse. Well, yeah, like I said, real people. Tap in. All right, so we got our preview content. I'm going to close the nominations for preview content because I think I'm seeing the same names over and over again. So our contestants will be MH Family Adventures, Happy Ever Yaddy, and DNQ Experience for best pre-cruise content. So who else y'all got? Okay, let's move on to social media posts. Who y'all got best social media posts? What have y'all seen? So who's been posting on TikTok? Who's been posting on Reels? Who's been posting on IG? Let us know. My Cruising Family. Yep, thank you, My Cruising Family. I got them down in that category. The category is closed. I feel like I'm one legendary. Go Big Go says Yaddy broke it down best. And I will say Yaddy had that whole because I think people only have attention spans for like the really short, especially if you imagine, you know, there's gonna be families who are just trying to plan their trip. You know, we're deep into YouTube. Like the fact that we got 65 people, and if you're 65, 70 people listening, can you also make sure you follow my channel? Thanks. Trying to get to 2,000 subs by the end of February. We're at 1880 before I got on. So the like button is free. The subscription button is free. So I'd love for you to tap in. But yeah, most people are kind of like families who are, you know, looking for quick information. They're not deep into the YouTube streets like we are, where they're watching 45-minute videos. I was actually booking a client today, and I just sent them a quick like 2-minute video of a room category because I know they're like, okay, I got 15 minutes to sit on the couch to see if this is what, you know, the category you want. So I agree. Yaddy had some good. She came in with a game plan. She executed it. And she's one of our nominees, and she will be on our survey. So whenever those surveys drop, make sure you all vote for your favorites. G. Harris Bateman is saying Damien Quanda. Folks are speaking at POTG. Carla G says Parker's on the Go had a cool pre-cruise short. So all right, so I'm gonna put that as a nomination for Parker's on the Go POTG for best social media post. I'm guessing what you're telling us. Margaret Logan is saying MH Family Adventures and Damien Quanda had amazing job for pre-cruise content. And yeah, DNQ, like they actually both MH and DNQ kind of came in like cameras on as soon as they got on the ship. They had a great strategy because they already knew that folks were having glitching. So they were like, let's start here. So yeah, thanks for those nominations. Sydney Stevens says, are you putting up polls or type the answer? So you're going to type your nomination in the chat. I'm just playing around with this to see like how this could work. We can make a formal process. But what you're going to do is I have a couple of categories for you to nominate folks. So we have the pre-cruise content channel is closed. Category is closed. However, we have 2 more categories you can nominate people. We have best social media posts. So that can be TikTok, Reels, IG, and we have best boarding day live. So those are 2 categories that are still open, and looking for your nominations. And then what will happen is I will create a poll or polls on my YouTube and Instagram channels where you can vote. And then when we meet back tomorrow at 8 p.m., I will tell you who won the categories for today. And we'll have some new categories because we have new content, right? People are still going live. People are still dropping things. So there'll be new things for you all. And, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Okay. All right. So Iris is saying, let's get caught up with these comments. Damian and Kwanda, Parker on the go, and yeah, they did great. Also, and I didn't know which one that was for. My nomination goes to MH Invention. I'm guessing that's for pre-cruise. All right, we got a. Oh yes, okay, we finally got the. Oh, okay. Miss Vicky said I closed the nominations a little too quick. Miss Vicky says Rich and Jazz and Annie and Terry filmed the ship coming in live got me filled up. So we adding a couple more people to our pre-cruise content. I'll add them because they got me hyped for sure. Annie and Terry was the one I caught the notification for some reason, and then once Annie and Terry got off, I think I hopped over Rich and Jazz. So okay, I'll add them to pre-cruise content for the live sailing. Warm Strong Richard saying hello. We have a new person in the chat. She says, hey, yeah, Mr. Traveler did an explanation of the number of lifeboats too. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I didn't hear Mr. Traveler's, but the midships, I followed him and he did like a whole demonstration. I was just like, please, Lord, I hope they never have to use them. Yes, girl, floating mats, Deb. Floating mats. They have floating mats they said those are just going to be for good to know. I got a text. Thank you. I heard people are enjoying this. But yeah, they said basically the boats seems like they're going to be dedicated to the staff members, and then the chutes onto the floating mats, and they're kind of enclosed floating mats. And I'll drop some of the links. What I'll do too is I'll drop some of the links on stuff I'm talking about. I'm not sure what YouTube's policy is on me sharing people's stuff. And I also didn't get anyone's permission, nor will I have time to get people's permission to show videos and stuff. So I would love to have had like a pre-made something. I don't know, maybe I have to figure this out. But first couch cruise, you can always use improvement. But yeah, I'll drop the links of the things that I'm referring to in this live in the description when I'm done. So that folks who are watching Team Replay can go back and find exactly what I'm talking about, or even some of you as you're, hanging out tomorrow, waiting for the next video to drop, you can watch some of these things. Kristen says 17 lifeboats. Girl, yeah, that's what I heard. Carla G is put in perspective. So yeah, I gave you a little clickbait. 17 lifeboats. However, each lifeboat can hold about 450 persons. So yeah, I've heard that the chutes are for the staff, but thank you, Carla G, for that perspective. My cruising family says Mr. Traveler said there are smaller vessels for evacuation elsewhere on the ship, not just Icon, but other ships too. So Icon is not the only. Yeah, because if you think about it, we're going bigger ships. It's taking space from if you're going to say because Icon, I heard a lot of people say Icon is wider than the Oasis class ships, and so I guess if you're going to make that move out, you got to figure out ways. And if you think about when I did the Carnival Excel class ships, they have their whole thing is their lifeboat process is interesting too. Oh my gosh, we got more people from this ship. Hi. I'm sorry, I'm yelling at everybody. Hi, Parker's on the go. It's so good to see you all. I can't hear you. Is your mic on? Say something. While they're getting their mic issues, Parker on the go.
How about now? Can you hear?
Yes, it's working. Hello, Parker's on
Hey,
the go.
how are you?
I'm great. Cruising from my couch.
Yeah, you're doing amazing. I just have to say, we were watching while eating dinner, and this is an amazing idea.
Thank you.
And you're doing a great job with this. And if you want to clip anything, you have our permission to clip and remix and do whatever you need to do to, you know, get your content out. But no, this is great. I know we appreciate it because you are actually getting us pushed out to other people. But I'm sure people at home appreciate it too. So.
Cool. Let me ask you one more question. What's for dinner? You got the menu.
What's for dinner? So right now I'm at the last corner of my crab cake here. It was actually really good. The plate was hot. I couldn't even touch it. And Brandon is having a roasted tomato soup, and then we're going to go on to our entree. I have a New York strip steak, and he's having fried chicken. So we're going to see how that does.
I'm having southern fried chicken.
Oh, excuse me. He's having southern fried chicken.
With spaghetti bolognese.
So he's eating southern fried chicken and spaghetti bolognese. So
awesome. You know, the people always want to know what's going on with the food.
I know. But you know what? We came late. We didn't book any shows tonight because we know from Wonder of the Seas that boarding days can be crazy and getting the shows could be crazy and trying to make sure you got dinner. So we purposely did not book any shows, and I'm glad we didn't because we had more time to like explore around the ship, kind of go back and recharge before nightlife started happening. So everybody's like rushing to put in shows, and we're just chilling at dinner. You know, we never eat dinner at 8:45, but here we are. Yeah. And you know, it's relaxed and we can enjoy ourselves and kind of ease ourselves into the night. So
awesome. Well, congrats. I'm looking forward to y'all's room tour because they won a bid for a Royal Up bid, and they got exclusive cabin type that we're excited to see. So I'll be sure to share that link in our descriptions whenever you all drop that. Probably not until next week. I know y'all have your strategy is to enjoy, push out social.
I'm done. Thank you.
Hit your videos as soon as you get back.
Okay, so we did put out a TikTok. It's only like a 30-second TikTok of a quick room tour. So if you want to share that, you're more than welcome to share that. I'll send you the link to it as well. Yeah.
The link will be in the description. Well, thank you so much. Enjoy your dinner, and we'll be watching. And y'all got nominated for best social media post.
Thank you, guys. Look, we work hard on that. Y'all know we don't dance.
Thank you. Y'all killed the girls with the Carolina blue. I said, oh my God. Like
we don't even want to talk about we don't even want to talk about that jersey because Brandon is he been getting it all day long about that jersey, okay?
Oh, we get to see the dining room.
Michael Jordan's Little League teammate doesn't see color.
Yes. Oh, so this is my dinner.
Oh, we get to see it.
Yes. So this is the steak. Can you show me your light right here? So this is the steak with a baked potato, some steamed veggies, and garlic butter. And Brandon's first, of course, the spaghetti bolognese.
Okay.
So you get to see a little bit of our dinner. Yeah.
They not a presentation. Hopefully it tastes good.
Well, we'll let you know if it doesn't.
Nice people. Good evening. How are you? Welcome. By the way, my name is Sidney. Hi, Sidney. Regarding food dietary needs, please let us know.
Okay.
We are guests. Come every night. Give us the opportunity to serve you.
We will. Thank
without you, this is not our job.
Okay.
And thank you for choosing iPhone on this season.
Thank you so much.
100% satisfaction guarantee card regarding food and service.
Okay.
Anything less than
okay, we will. Thank you, Sidney. Thank you. Thank you. You're fine. You're fine. So yes, Sydney wanted us to do a survey about our service so far, and it's been amazing. So we'll do it.
Cool.
But yes, that's been our experience so far.
Good. I'm gonna let y'all go, and I'm gonna cash app y'all something special just for dropping in and another channel that always supports me. So I'm gonna send y'all some love. Nope. It's just do whatever you want because I know YouTube is still y'all coins. So
It's fine. You can go ahead and do that.
Bye.
Cool. So thank you, 71 people, for being here. I told y'all the folks are cruising and it seems like they're really enjoying this ship. So let's see. I know folks are talking about traffic on the side of the road when Icon came. Yeah, that was a thing. Kristen says, I need to watch these videos, but 17 boats holding 450 passengers tracks. Listen, we just, don't they, I guess they're saying like, I mean, if you think about it, small chance of an emergency. And in that case, you don't care how cramped you are. You just want to make sure you're safe. So, I guess we just want to enjoy the ships. But I just found it really interesting. That was the number. Sha Rose says, totally understand. Stevie, thank you for being our special icon correspondent in lieu of being on the ship. Yes, Captain C reporting for duty. Carla saying, oh gosh, I'm having flashbacks. Oh yes. So Regina is Regina has popped up. If you all ever watched my Prima, we did ship reviews for Prima and we did a ship review for something else. Prima and Scarlet Lady. We have ship reviews. Well, Regina has her own channel now, and that's the link there. So again, tap in her. She's starting off hitting strong. Regina actually has a lot of content because she's been recording for a while, but she announced her channel, launched her channel officially today as she was boarding Icon of the Seas. So cool. Miss Deb is saying, would you have cruised Icon solo? And the answer, Miss Deb, is yes. I would have. I'm a true solo cruiser. And yeah, I would have had to book it on my own. So that's all we've been paying for 2 people. But however, I got to so far, like the last few months, I just made deeper connections with some folks. So now I actually feel comfortable, like reaching out for help and being like, hey, who wants to share a room? But B, I also kind of I know I talk in my sleep and I snore. So I don't want to subject anybody to that. However, there are some folks who will be like, yeah, I'll split a cabin with you too. So yeah, but it was just, I didn't want, for me, I do Icon and just not bounce back the way I wanted to bounce back. And all the signs were just pointing to, I had to buy a car. And sure enough, December 11th, I had to go into the dealership and buy a car because my old one conked out. Remember I did those 3 cruises back to back? When I got home, my car ran one day well and then it conked out. So I appreciate it. I'm thankful that I listened to life signs. For me, I also had to buy a washer and dryer. And then between the work, I know I couldn't have taken the week off. And my next few cruises are going to be weekend cruises. I won't be having a 7-day until May. So I'm just kind of glad I listened to my own tempo. But anywho, I get to do this and it seems like you all enjoy it. We got 60 people watching. So, all right, let's get enough about me. Back to you. All right. So we've seen what it's like on the ship. Their Wi-Fi looks better. So maybe people are off the Wi-Fi now and actually getting into the activities. We also heard a couple of things about some of the glitches. So who was it? Damien and Quanda mentioned the sprinklers had went off in the Aquadome and dumped a bunch of water onto some equipment and damaged the equipment. However, it seems that they got that back under control. And if you all remember, who was it? AK Adventures, or they just missed it. Wonder of the Seas had an issue with some water too, sprinkler situation. So some of them big ships in Royal with the water. And then I know MH was mentioning the stage floor had opened at one point during Wizard of Oz, and they had do a stop, during rehearsal. So it's, it seems like they're still getting it together a bit. And it seems like those shakedown cruises were definitely needed. My cruising family says Royal rolling to Port of Miami was the best cruise content. Yes. When I say Royal was a masterclass in controlling your own narrative, because think about it, right? They didn't do the what was it called? They didn't do the transatlantic, right? And we all know whenever transatlantics happen, right, that's where a lot of people who, usually bigger channels, no shade, get on and they're like, oh, this wasn't ready, this made me miserable. And it's like, okay, girl, you're on the transatlantic, calm down. So what Royal did, it seems like in a lot of cruise lines now are trying to mitigate some of that negative review. So when Royal came, Royal been controlling narrative in regards to their marketing, etc. And when they rolled into Port of Miami, the only people who had a view were the employees. And they had the employees using all the features and functions. They had the volume turned all the way up. The DJ was DJing. So yeah, they were able to control some of those like negative talks before, folks who were able to put their mouth on the ships. And then even with the preview sailing, they were very kind of strategic in saying like, you are here to help us improve. So I appreciated something about that, controlling your narrative. So if we can take that little life lesson from Royal Caribbean, you can control your own narrative, and yeah, set the best tone for yourself. And Royal, exactly, they did that when they rolled into the Port of Miami, playing 305 all the way live. She does look different. Content creators were there letting us see. Yep, Icon does look different, and I'm glad. Because that was the initial critique was Icon was just going to be a bigger Oasis class ship. Tara says that roll into Miami was a sight to see. And baby, when they did that turn, I must be really behind the content comments. When they did that turn, you can really just see how long the ship was, how wide it was, and you could also see that she was different in just like the makeup, and you can see the water park, all that good stuff. Let's see. Somebody says no. Oh, okay. So the sound sounds good in here. Good to know. Jaretha says, yes, Travel Spree's reel was really good. Yeah, and they've been Travel Spree. I mean, some of you all know Travel Spree. I think Fame does like professional producing, editing. It's his career. They've been like reposted when they were on Celebrity Ascent, like Celebrity Cruise Lines reposted their content. Like it's that good. So I can imagine Royal, but I'm like, hey, give them their coins, Royal Caribbean. Because when I say that, the flyover that they did on their drone and their reel could be like commercial content. It could be, it's that good commercially. Kristen says POTG, hands down, that reel they dropped this morning was lit. Up until then, I was excited about Icon. That reel got me in the spirit. Yeah, and I think it was just so authentic to them. Like they're from North Carolina, the Carolina Blue. They usually have their usual boarding day shirts on. They switched it up. They were dancing. So yeah, it got me hyped. I watched it a couple times. I said a couple curse words because it had me like, about to go out to play football, like take everybody out. I don't know. Somebody said, or Ecology says, actually that short travel spree with Laura filling her bag with stuff was pretty funny. All right, cool. So does it seem like, are we nominating travel spree for social media posts? And so cool. We got that. That's the category. Second category nominations. Who had the best? Thank you, My Cruising Family. See, we need a facilitator in the chat, and I thank you, My Cruising Family. So yes, current category for nominations is currently open, and it's his who had the best social media posts. We want to know. Bo Knows Fuego is here. Hi, Bo. We said Miss Deb is nominating Parker's going to go for best social media post. Jaretha Parker says MH Family Adventure. Which one, Jaretha? Which one? Which one are you nominating her for? Somebody says Yaddy. That must be for the first categories. My hat is slipping. Whew, it's hot under here. My Cruising Family says yes, Carla G. She put the whole dang cat in the bag. I missed that one. Okay, I gotta go watch that one. Desiree Evans says she's nominated Jen Danielle Experience. Noted. Yes, Jen Danielle, hop out of the bed, get my swag on, as she is loading onto the icon was truly iconic for me. Kristen says it was a cat for me. I missed that one. I gotta go watch it. Bo says I just got off Royal in Puerto Rico this morning. Happy for you. That you're about to take off. Oh, thank you, Bo. G says travel spree, best social media post. I got it down, because it is award season. We love a good category. Jaretha Parker says yes, choppy. I'm hoping that was for people streaming and not me. All right, and so now we have third category. So I'm about to wrap up the category of social media posts when we got Parker's on the go, Travel Spree nominated, and the Jen Danielle for best social media posts. About to close those nominations. The third category is who has the best boarding day live stream. So who did y'all see for boarding day, and tell me about them. So I know this morning has been a marathon for me. Pretty much about from 10 o'clock onward, I have been watching live streams. So Who have I caught? I know Kyle Paulo went live. And when I say Kyle Paulo is like sometimes like bigger channels worry me. Like I get very nervous. I got to meet Kyle at Castaway Cay, Disney Castaway Cay. And I was like, we were in the gift shop and I was kind of like walking around. I was just like, you gotta say hi. Like it was kind of like I was just nervous and I was like, just say hello. And so I said hello. And when I say Kyle like chopped it up with me for like 5 minutes in like meaningful conversation, like I was like, Kyle, I gotta go. He like legit, because I saw his camera and I was like, that has to be nothing but a content creator with the camera that big. And then I looked and I was like, oh my God, that's Cal Paulo. And so like my homegirl was in the thing and I was just like, she knows like I'm getting into social media or getting into YouTube. And I was just like, he's a big Disney YouTuber. And she's like, girl, whatever. And I was like, okay, but just go say hi. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna say hi. And he was just so nice, So it was cool to see. I think somebody said he was better in person than he is on camera, and that's a huge statement. So shout out to Cal Paulo. So he went live. I think he's one of my first ones. I watched him and his lovely girlfriend, I'm guessing maybe soon to be wife, were on the ship. I love the fact that he was very much like, yeah, I am not, we are no longer dating to date, we are dating with the intention to be married. And I was just like, Kyle, baby, you got a brother. So Kyle went live. Then I'm trying to remember who else. I was hopping to so many different lives. I think Partners on the Go were live streaming, so I hopped over to them. I know Rich and Jazz were live with Walking Around the Ship. Your Favorite Couple, I saw their live. Vanessa from Vacation Vibes, I saw her live. I popped in a little bit of Travel Spree, and that's how I learned that you could see them on the Miami port cam. So who are y'all nominating for Best Boarding Day Live? All right, so we have our first nomination. Oh, Rich and Jazz for Best Live. And when I'm sorry, I'm like writing this down. And when I say like Rich and Jazz are gurus I'm talking about marketing and controlling your own narrative, they gifted a lot of the Melanin at Sea folks who on the ship new boarding day shirts, which will be on melaninatSea.com, the only place you can buy Melanin at Sea shirts or merchandise. Those should be releasing soon, which I think is an amazing idea, because I know some people are like, the Melanin at Sea thing is like tomorrow for boarding day or tomorrow for sea days, you wear your thing, but they have now a new boarding day shirt, and a lot of creators have been wearing those on the ship. Sydney Stevens says Travel Spree was crisp from their balcony. Everyone else I saw was buffering and freezing. So Sydney says she's voting for Travel Spree on technicality. All right, I'm writing down Travel Spree. Nice and crisp. They did have a really crisp live stream from their balcony. And I was amazed because not everybody had really good quality stream, especially when you started moving. So I'm not sure how they did it, what they did, but it was crisp. Margaret Logan says Best Boarding Day live stream. Who you got? Parks on the Go says there are definitely dead spots on the ship. So that's interesting that they have dead spots, especially in like the day and age where a lot of people are working from the ships. Like I know Sid Cruiser mentioned she frequently works from the ships. Her supervisor actually encourages it. Oh, Gina says watching from dinner. Hey, Regina. So yeah, like that's just interesting that they have those dead spots. I know people say like, well, I go on vacation, but there's a lot of people who actually work from the ships now. So ships need to be mindful of like, do you have links? And I will say like, again, I've only been on Oasis of the Seas for worlds, big ships. Oasis of the Seas had a library still. I know they're taking libraries out of ships, but Oasis of the Seas had a library, and I did some work in there, and it never buffered. So they actually had really strong Wi-Fi. So I think ships now need to consider, is there a working area? And not just a working area that has the ship's like computers, because I know that's a thing, like somewhere that we can plug in our laptops, because that's the thing, we can never find plugs, and like actually do work. There are people who work from the ship and need those accommodations. And whoever cruises on that can do that, create a workspace that's kind of chic, like a plush, how they have like work sharing spaces that are in downtown cities now. I think ships should recreate that and see how well it's used. Just my 2 cents. Hi, 55 people. Hit the thumbs up. Please subscribe. I have a goal of getting to 2,000 subs by February. We're going live every night this week at 8 p.m. to Couch Cruise. And essentially, a Couch Cruise is we are reviewing everyone's content from the icon of the seas this week since we are at home. YFC is here. They're saying hi, everyone in the chat. Margaret Logan says, best live stream, Rich and Jazz with the microphone. So we're giving credits for props. All right, cool. So far for best live stream, Border Day live stream, we have Rich and Jazz for the props, and we have Travel Spree for the clarity. All right. Folks are speaking of YFC. Folks are speaking to Quanda since she was in here. We got another vote for Rich and Jazz. Folks are speaking. See, they were real people. Yes. Oh, I'm so behind. Iris, thank you so much for subscribing to Damien and Quanda. Yeah, there's something weird that happens with YouTube that you can I remember I'm a smaller channel, so I'm right before I hit 1,500, I lost 5 subs a day or two before hitting 1,500. So they kind of snatch them to verify. However, to lose 70 subscribers and you didn't do anything bad, it was nothing controversial in their content, that's pretty devastating, especially when a lot of us creators, are taking a chance of getting on these ships, and it's you take a chance of getting on these ships and putting out content, and for this not to pop the way you think it's going to pop is, it's unfortunate. Sydney Stevens says Rich and Jazz for the interaction with guests in a tour was best live. All right, so Rich and Jazz are doing interviews. Yes, they were. Let's see. Cool. Who is this? All right. Getting caught up on the chat. So Iris is saying suggested categories: preview, embarkation day, sea day, and best port day content. Okay. All right, now your suggested content, Iris. I mean, not content. Suggested categories. Yes, because we have 2 sea days coming up. We got a sea day tomorrow, and I'll be in my melanin t-shirt right here on the couch. And we have this following sea day, and then of course they're going to hit the ports. I have to find what their itinerary is. Maybe some of my people who are on the ship can drop me the itinerary. So yes, thank you for those suggestions. And I will definitely include those on future categories. Let's get into this. I see some people are dropping off. Utopia. Who said that? Oh, thank you. The Jen Danielle said this is the smartest thing ever. Oh no. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I was literally inspired by somebody on TikTok, the CT director who's reviewing all of the world cruisers. So I was just like, how do I make this being at home work for me? And I appreciate all of y'all for being here this evening. Thank you. Folks saying smash the like button in. So okay, I'm trying to find some unique comments here. And we might be coming to an end now that we have all of our nominations. And if there's anybody else that you want to nominate for best pre-cruise, I'm sorry, we did all those. Best boarding day live, let me know. And I'm going to start wrapping it up because I see where people are starting to fluctuate, which means I'm losing your attention. So let's wrap up with these final comments. Edward Strand says, good evening. I also thought you were on the icon. This is a great idea because we are all eager to see the goings on this week. Thank you, C. No problem. Thank you, Uncle Eddie. And I think all of us are just locked in and watching, and we just want to feel a part of something. And honestly, I'm not really missing out on being on the ship. I'm missing out on I have people who I feel like are my friends on this ship. So I'm missing out hanging with the folks, when I see Jen Danielle and Vanessa sitting down having pizza, and Christina looks like a good time. She's a new character in our YouTubeverse. Yeah, and then knowing that usually I hang out with Parkers on the Go, Sig, me and Regina are usually sitting somewhere critiquing, the ships. That's the part that I feel more so dang, I'm missing out on that than I'm not going to get the new content out on Icon. I'm missing hanging out with my cruise friends. But I get to hang out with you all who I actually know. Some of y'all also are cruise friends. I'm happy y'all are here. Who else we got? Folks are saying hi. Okay. So folks are saying this is an amazing cruise community. It absolutely is. That was a good idea, not book shows. I had to book a show the first night, but fell asleep. Yeah, that sucks to miss a show that, especially with a day or a cruise like this, where there's gonna be hard to find what is it called? The people who standby, because usually like Royal, you might fill up and there'll be a standby line. Make sure I got a text. Oh, okay. Usually there's a standby line. So yeah, it sucks to miss that. Okay, Go Big Go says, I was wondering why they decided to do fireworks in the daylight. Takes away from the beauty of the display since you can't see the full view. It wasn't dark enough. And it's weird because MH Family Adventures mentioned, I think during her sailing, they did it at 7. Then a couple of, maybe another shakedown cruise, they did it early too. So you should have known that this wasn't a good idea. But you know, with ships, tides, maybe you gotta like, I don't know, move the ship in time. But I guess they said they're gonna get those, you're gonna get these fireworks. Folks will talk about Parker's on the goals. Oh, thank you, Joe B. AJ Ventures said we just subscribed to your channel. Much appreciated, much appreciated. So for my cruise family, says first time on the newest ship, biggest ship at sea. Yes, absolutely. It's really exciting. I know a lot of us have. I'm sorry. I was looking. Yes, I have my captain hat on. I have my royal shirt, and I can't show you anything below my belly button at the moment. I got my short shorts on tonight, y'all. That's not appropriate. So yeah. Oh, they all appreciate the live guests. Cool. So maybe we can get some more live guests in later in the week too. I'm just kind of quickly looking to see if anybody else. Girls know you wouldn't have had a solo cruise. Oh, with so many cousins. Yeah. And a lot of times that's what those end up being. It's not really a solo cruise. It's actually like you're working. Y'all, wait a minute. They had a flyover. We didn't catch the on Hideaway. That is true. In my cruising era says I met Kyle and his girlfriend at Epcot. Awesome. And Kyle actually he interrupted his live stream today to take pictures of people. That's amazing, because sometimes you get really into I need to get this shot, or the people in the live gonna stop paying attention to me. And he just kind of did it flawlessly. LVCC, that's new to the channel. Welcome in. Says Rich and Jazzy, most upbeat and an entertaining live. Kyle had 3,300 people on his live, and they were dropping big super chats. He had 30,000 views in 4 hours. Yes, that's the channel that you need to get on this kind of ship. He's pulling the views. He's pulling the views with daily content. Cool. Kudos to Kyle. And he's still very humble. And that's what I appreciate about him. Kristen says, noms for boarding day. Oh, nominations for boarding day live are Rich and Jazzy. Parker's on the go. All right, writing this down. Jen Danielle. I didn't see Jen's. She went on IG. She went on IG live. Jen went live on IG. Yep. And Vacation Vibes. All right. Cool beans. Let's see. All right. So my cruising family says Jasmine just said the main dining room dinner menu is the same exact menu from the Grandeur of the Seas. I was wondering because that whole Southern fried chicken sounded very familiar on Royal. I guess they figured they get it down pat. It'll do this. It'll work. Jerita Parker says I'm getting tired. I'm gonna have to rewatch Travel Sprees live, and YFC was freezing. Yeah, they're gonna try again later in the week for sure. We got Best Boarding Day live. The question of the day: where is Addie and Terry? And you know who else I didn't see? So I saw Addie and Terry on IG, and they were pre-gaming at Bacon Bee. I ain't gonna say the word because I don't know. I ain't trying to get reported. And then I saw Life with Us TV. Life with Us TV, they were getting into their car to go to the port, but I haven't seen anything else. And when I say I've been stalking and sharing as much as I can, the stuff that people have allowed, that made shareable. Who else? Leanne. I don't know if y'all know Leanne Travels. She was on the ship. I got to share one of her videos. But yeah, where is Addie and Terry? Will there be a sip from the ship tomorrow? I guess we'll see. Phil and D's travel spree. They just started posting. I haven't seen any other content from them today. Okay, cool. When I get off of this, I'll look and see what Phil and D, what Addie and Terry have been doing. My cruising family says it's so weird that YouTube does that sometimes. My comments to Damian Quanda are always hidden from them. YouTube, don't be a hater. Like, come on now. Not before Black History Month. Phil and D, I didn't see any of them from yet. And then Lynette and Stanley. Yeah, I know they're on the ship, just not yet. And I will say, like, everybody has a different approach to boarding day. Like, for me, for boarding day, I have to remember to turn my camera on because I get just so anxious about the boarding process. Like, usually it's rare for me to have a smooth boarding day, like how we heard Damien and Quanda talk about. Hey, Didi! Yeah, girl, we all having FOMO. We're just hanging out with people. But boarding day is tough because you got all the attitudes and personalities from trying to get on the ship. Sometimes the systems glitch. You're hungry. Sometimes you're ready for vacation. So, like, you know, I get it when you might need a second before you like start cranking out, you know, lives. And I mean, it also can be strategy, right? If the market is currently saturated with everybody doing their stuff as soon as they get on the ship, like this time of evening is a perfect time to like start dropping some stuff because people have already seen some of the other stuff. Regina says, Phil and D, I was with them, Lynette and Stanley earlier. I think they are just enjoying the ship today. And yeah, they just hit 100K. Rich and Jazz also just hit 100K, but Lynette and Stanley like literally just hit 100K. Was it sometime this week? So like you want to like revel, you know, in that. They were also top 100 sellers on Virgin Voyages. So yeah, sometimes the grind, you know, you got to take your time. So I totally get on that ship and just want to like take it all in. And I always say, even though these cruises now have become more work for me, I never want to go back home feeling the way that I felt. So if I got on that ship feeling like, whew, tired, I want to at least have a day or two where I'm like, let me decompress and, you know, enjoy this. Folks are speaking of Fats and Tree. What is the C's and P's? Child, I don't know. Y'all must have had to rich somebody. Oh, somebody got rich. Cool. Well, hey, 51 people. My name is Carlene. My channel is See It With C. Thanks for coming to chat with me. This is our couch cruise, where basically I am home just like you, looking at all the icon of the C's, comments. Oh, cakes and pies. I was about to say C's and P's. I'm watching all the icon content just like you are. So let's come back every night and chat about what we've seen. We'll be here every night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And just to close out who our categories are for this evening, so you can watch out for some polls that will be on my social media. I will drop on YouTube as well as Instagram a couple of polls for some nominations, and you can vote. The nominations are, let's see if I can do the voice. I'm having too much fun with this. Y'all can't tell. Only child over here having a great time. All right. So the nominations are, in the category of Best Pre-Cruise Content, we have Yaddy from Happily Ever Yaddy, MH Family Adventures, Damien and Quanda Experience, Addie and Terry for the Miami coming into the port, as well as Rich and Jazz for their live stream. For the category of Best Social Media Posts, we have Parkers on the Go with their Carolina Blue. We have Travel Spree for their flyover. We have the Jen Danielle for hopping out the bed and getting her swag on. And the final category for this evening is the Best Boarding Day live stream. And we have Rich and Jazzy Life for the use of props and interaction with guests, Travel Spree for a crisp and clear live stream, Parkers on the Go for streaming on multiple platforms at one time, and the Jen Danielle Experience for being on her Instagram. And we have Vacation Vibes. I'm having too much fun. Labria says this is fun to see you tomorrow. Awesome. So, yes, we're wrapping up tonight. Thank you all. We had up to 70 people couch cruising this evening. We'll be back here at 8 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. Make sure you all tap in. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.